नवीन भाई अपनी थोड़ी सी स्टोरी सुनाएं। कहाँ से सफ़र शुरू किया? आपने कहा कि when you came here you had like $5, तो वो कैसे स्टार्ट किया?
You know, life is always a continuum of experiences, and as you string together the experiences, that becomes your life. And I believe I've had nothing but amazing experiences. Every single step of the way, if I look at my life, I would say I have really lived an American dream. And in all aspects, the best thing from my, if I look at all the different things I may or may not have accomplished, the biggest thing that I'm proud of are our children. Here I have a 24-year-old child, young man, an amazing entrepreneur. When he was 16, he started a company, a non-profit called Kairos Society. Today, it's the world's largest college entrepreneurship thing. He's helping millions of entrepreneurs from around the world. And now he started a company called Human, which is really changing the way how people meet each other or really interact and build real relationships. Our daughter is at Stanford. She's going to be a senior. And here she is, a 20-year-old girl who is a Stanford Mayfield Fellow, the Stanford STEM Fellow. She's on the board of Stanford for Women in Business, doing some amazing things because she cares about how the girls of her age are suffering and not getting the same type of empowerment and life that she has experienced. And our youngest son, who is 18 now actually, is going to go to Stanford starting September. And here is a kid at 16, he competed for $10 million prize to build a device that could diagnose the diseases around the world so a village girl can really become a village doctor using technology. Now, if you imagine with these three children, what else you could possibly ask for in life that you have not received? That amount of love and aspirations and inspirations you get from your children is the best gift I could have possibly asked for.
आपने जो सफ़र शुरू किया अमेरिका में आने के बाद, जो आपने कहा कि क्या बिजनेसेस किए?
Those are all really, you go through the things. I started as an engineer, worked for a few years, and I realized that, not having a background in computer science, I will never be a good engineer. So I thought maybe I could try sales. Given a thick accent and a brown color, I didn't think I was going to be a great, could not be a best sales guy. Ultimately, I realized what I'm really good at is to do something on my own where I don't have to worry about what people think of me, whether people like who I am or not. All I have to do is pursue my dreams, and nobody's going to stop me from doing. And the bigger the dreams, the better. And I was just never afraid to fail. Coming from India, one thing you learn, there's anything can happen to you to still be better than what you have already seen in life, right? So there's no fear of failure. What is that failure? You may not have food to eat, been there, done that. Well, you may not have the fancy car to drive, well, been there, done that, right? The point is there was nothing there that I had anything to lose. So from my perspective, pursuing the biggest dream became the way for me to go out and do things that today have become amazingly successful stories. Whether it was an info space, or we decided that way back when the cell phones or smartphones existed, that people would want information on cell phone, and I created a company called InfoSpace. At its peak, it was worth $40 billion. Who would have imagined that, right? And now I have a company that's going to the moon. Imagine that only 3 superpowers were able to do that. And I believe an immigrant, a poor immigrant from India, can not only dream, but make that a reality. Imagine what any human can do. And to me, that inspiration of asking people, what would you dream? What would you do that you want? There should be nothing that should come in their way.
हिंदुस्तान, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश के दरमियान में 1.5 बिलियन लोग रहते हैं, और वो सब आपके स्किन कलर, आपकी ज़बान, आपके वाले सेम उन्हीं बैकग्राउंड से आ रहे हैं. क्या मैसेज देंगे उनको कि क्यों उन्होंने अपने ख्वाब देखना छोड़ दिए हैं, क्यों वो ख्वाब देखने से डरते हैं, और आप उनको क्या सजेशन देंगे?
Well, it's really simple. The people are so afraid to fail that society has created a stigma that if you do something and if you do not succeed, somehow you as a human being have failed. And what I want them to know, that your idea may or may not work, but every idea that does not work becomes a stepping stone to a bigger idea. And every time that you think the particular thing has not worked, imagine changing that until the things work. The only time you fail in life is the day you give up. So stop giving up. Don't let someone tell you what you can't do. If you want to be popular, if you want everyone to like you, then you should do nothing, be nothing, and stand for nothing. Because if you do something, there are going to be people who are going to not like you, or hate your guts. You know what? Don't worry what anyone else says. Pursue your dream because they're your dream. It's not their dreams.
Thank you so much, Jain bhai. Any practical suggestions for people from India, Pakistan? You know, what can they do? Yes, that's great. But 3 steps which they should take to get out of their poverty mindset.
So the biggest mindset is people believe it can't be done. People believe they don't have the role model of someone that they can see has done it. And even if they do see the role models, they believe, well, those were different people, they had different circumstances, they knew someone, because they just don't want, in their heart of heart, they just can't see them fail. So once you can change your mindset that nothing is possible to everything is possible. And my biggest suggestion will be to just remember, if you think it's impossible, it becomes impossible for you. Not for someone else, for you. So don't think anything is impossible, because the minute you think it's difficult or impossible, it will become difficult or impossible for you.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you.